All right, y'all. It is 11:45 a.m. I have all of your questions. That's what those are. Questions pulled up here. I'm going to go through them. We're going to talk about the latest updates. I have an in-depth look at potential ice totals, okay? But I'm going to start with our YouTube questions. This is from Alex M2738. Hello, Alex M. With rain coming before the cold winds, when should I salt my driveway so it doesn't wash? Thanks. Good question. The heavy rain doesn't move out until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So if you want to go outside thereafter and salt, that would be a good idea to do so. However, I would salt right now and then again tomorrow, or just park at the bottom of your driveway. I do think that we'll see a decent amount of icing by Tuesday afternoon. But again, the ice totals that we're seeing now look a little bit less crazy than the ones. And I'm going to go through that, okay? When will icing begin in Gainesville? If you live in Gainesville, you should still expect major impacts from Gainesville up into the mountains. That's where we're going to still expecting significant ice, okay? The icing will begin in Gainesville around 9 or 10 p.m. tonight, and it will continue all the way through 9 or 10 tomorrow night. The freezing rain, this is from Red Devil Raspberry on YouTube. That freezing rain changing over to snow at the Mississippi-Alabama line, is it possible it happens as it crosses into Georgia? No, we're not going to see any snow. Okay, now our Facebook questions. When will the airport and interstates reopen? The airport and interstates are technically open right now. They're not going to close. Okay? I live a few miles outside of Fairmont, Georgia. I've never actually known where my location is when I see these maps. Okay, then you need to look at what county you are in and find the cities that are closest to your county, closest to where you live, and that's how you find yourself on the map. You need to know what county you live in, guys. It's paramount. Ice totals in Loganville. We're going to go through that. Would Tuesday be safer to travel back? Yes. Okay. Let me take you through what we know. Ice arrives tonight. That freezing rain will start between 8 to 11. That's when you really need to be off the interstates. And it's going to continue at least through midday tomorrow. Ice totals are looking slightly lower for Metro Atlanta. We're still expecting significant ice in Northeast Georgia. Now, this is, you guys, please do not take this as the Bible, as gold, because this is likely not the exact totals we're going to see. I'm showing you this because I want you to see your city and see kind of what we're expecting, and to show you that yesterday we were expecting widespread areas across Metro Atlanta to see half an inch of ice, which is devastating ice. It now looks like most of Metro will see under half an inch of ice. I still think Northeast Georgia, and I think these actual numbers are really underdone. I still think the areas that you see in red, so Helen, Lumpkin County, Dahlonega, up into Clayton, Lake Burton, Lake Raven, will see over an inch of ice. That is significant. I think it's underdone in Gainesville. I think it's underdone in Flowery Branch. I think you guys are going to see almost 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Cumming will still get about a half an inch. So for Scythe County, it's still going to be pretty rough. Cherokee County still looks pretty rough, about 4/10 of an inch. That's when travel is near impossible, and you could see power outages as well. But as we come closer to the city center, highly populated cities like Roswell, Johns Creek, Norcross, Tucker, Stone Mountain, totals are down to about 1/4 of an inch, which will certainly still cause tricky travel, slick roadways. You're not going to be outside, but power outages will be less numerous, and we're probably going to see most of that ice melt by Monday afternoon, if there's any left, okay? East of the city, it doesn't look too bad. From Social Circle to Covington to Monroe, Watkinsville, Athens, areas that were earlier in the week we were thinking we were going to see significant ice totals, we'll see between 0.2, 0.3. South of the city, maybe picking up 1/10 of an inch overnight, which will probably melt tomorrow because you guys are going to warm into the low to mid to even upper 40s. So south of the city, you guys are kind of good to go. I still wouldn't go to church tomorrow. Tomorrow morning is still going to be slick. Okay, I was getting some questions about that, but it doesn't look too bad. And then up north of the city, about 1/4 of an inch to maybe pushing 1/2 an inch as you go up 575 into Cherokee County. But again, not terrible ice totals here. So here's where disruptive ice totals are likely, which is slick roads, some power outages, travel not advised. Canton, Johns Creek, Alpharetta, Roswell, Woodstock, Cumming, Buford, Lawrenceville, Winder, Duluth, Sewanee, Athens. But the cities that are going to see significant ice totals are way kind of further north. So Gainesville, Lake Lanier, Dahlonega, Cleveland, Helen, Clarksville, Claremont, Lake Burton, Lake Rabun, Tallulah Falls, Dawsonville. If you live near or in one of these cities, you need to prepare for widespread power outages, possibly days without power, nearly impossible travel. And the problem is a lot of these are in the higher elevation, so the roads are already tricky. So please prepare for the worst if you live in these areas, okay? I'm Tammy. I leave the Meriwether County, Georgia primary Woodbury. I'm looking at this map now. Okay, so Tammy, if you live near Woodbury and Meriwether County, you are completely fine. You guys actually might see storms tomorrow, but your ice threat is near 0, okay? How far south of Atlanta, Ellenwood to Locust Grove? You guys should be good. Only a light coating of ice. Okay. Those are the only questions I'm seeing, guys. So that's good news. So again, the ice totals still look very significant up in northeast Georgia, but they look a little lower in metro Atlanta. We're going to get new model data in the next hour or so, and we're going to update this. And of course, we're going to be on 24/7 through the end of this thing. But I just wanted to come on here to let you guys know it's looking a little bit better for metro Atlanta. You still need to be off the roads by sunset today and plan to stay off the roads tomorrow because worst case scenario, we don't see any melting. The wedge of cold air really takes over, and we see significant ice totals. That is still a high possibility tomorrow. So we really won't know, honestly, y'all, until it happens, okay? So just stay off the roads tomorrow. You're going to want to be off the roads Monday morning because there will be the threat of black ice, and we'll just have to kind of assess the situation through the day tomorrow, see where the ice is falling and how cold it stays through the day. But by Monday afternoon, conditions should improve somewhat. The areas that see over 1/2 an inch of ice probably won't see a lot of melting until Tuesday afternoon. So we could see these conditions linger through the majority of next week. It's going to be really cold as well, okay? All right, that is the update for now. We will get on here and do this again in a few hours, but you guys can always join us on Atlanta News First. We're on TV all day today, all night tonight, all day tomorrow, and all of Monday as well.